Hey, Gemini people. Excuse me. Hey, Gemini people. Gemini placements, cross watchers for Geminis. Welcome to another video. Or welcome to a video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment, all that stuff, whatever you feel guided to do. So I got It's Not a Flex for you. I heard Up and Stuck remixed in with Enough. Both of those songs about Cardi B. It's given that somebody is mad. That, and then I heard, and somebody is mad, and then I heard, that is you I want, in my Dirk voice. Hey, if light and dark. And then they can't figure out what you got that they don't. It's bothering somebody in their security department. Or this is you. Yo Gotti said, fuck you. Sometimes people don't see you the same way, and that's fine. It's never that somebody is better or any of that. It's about the perspective and what a motherfucker sees as better. People prefer people who gonna allow them to do what they want over people who gonna require them to be the best versions of themselves. In most cases. Not all the cases, okay? Being better requires healing, and the work is hard. Some people prefer to take the easy route and ice skate, and you don't run no skating rink, so that ain't gonna work out. This is more of a strict program over here, and only people wanting to be fair and be better can respect that. So it's not a flex that when you go get somebody that just caters to your ego or strokes your ego versus being like, nah, that shit ain't cool. You need to do something about it. Some people don't like to argue. Some people like to avoid confrontation so they don't make you mad. Because if they start making you mad, now we getting down to the nitty gritty of some shit. Now we might not be able to stay around with each other. Hello. And some people don't want that. So they walk on the eggshells and shit. Fuck that. If I got a problem, I got to say something. I can't sit here biting my tongue and I'm bothered by something just because I don't want us to argue with each other. Fuck that shit. We're gonna have to get this motherfucker shaking in because something's a problem for me. And people that you should be able to come to a person, especially on that level that you're dealing with like that, you should be able to come to somebody and be like, look, I ain't fucking with that. And they be like, oh damn, my bad. I ain't realized this or I ain't realized that. Depending on what it is. I'm talking about realistic shit. Like, hey, I don't like the way you put your shoes by the door every day. If you don't get the fuck out of here, shit. It's different if you be like, look, every time I tell one of my traumatizing stories, I don't really like when you do a little giggle. And the motherfucker be like, oh, damn, my bad. I just always chuckle before anything comes out. I don't mean, did you notice that every time before I say anything, I chuckle? It's not because I'm laughing. It's because I don't really know why I do the chuckle thing. So like just putting some shit out there. If a motherfucker can't help it, they can't help it. But when something bothers you and people give a fuck about you, they're going to try to avoid that. Or they'll try to tweak it. But it's not like, I don't like the way you pick your kids up every day at 3. That's not something I can tweak. So go to hell. You know what I mean? So it's something like that, though. It's not like that. It's like, oh, well. You don't put your pride to the side to be emotional, right? And you say something about that where some other woman or some other man going to be like, I think you do just fine. But they really don't like the way they being treated. They shutting up and agreeing so they can kiss some ass. Type shit. So anyway, what we got for the Gemini people? The point is, it's not a fucking flex. If you not healing and getting you a healthy relationship, you not flexing on me, bitch. Because y'all be broke up by the next however long it takes. Shit, you ain't fooling me. Boom. False with shit. That's a false person. And that's a motherfucker gonna be whatever they, that's them women and the men that change. Like, oh, you like this? Well, let me go turn myself into something that you like so I can be what you like me to be. Hello. Message of concern. Mm. Then a motherfucker still don't like you because they realize, damn, this ain't even who you is. This who you been being so that I can like you. Wealthy man. Look at that. Somebody being whoever they, oh, you got a little money in your pocket. I'm going to be whatever you need me to be. And Gemini like, I'm not. I don't give a fuck how much you got. Like, some people can't do it. Some people can't play acting. Some people can. Some people can be like, oh, he pays the bills. I don't see anything. I'm not one of those somebodies. I don't give a fuck if you paid the bills, the car insurance, the mortgage, the motherfucking grass cutter. I don't give a fuck what you pay. You're not about to just treat me any old kind of way or fuck you and your money. That's why I said, that's why most people who feel like money rules the world, they be lonely with all that money and nobody to share with. And they still be like, oh. They got them sad ass stories towards the end of their life. Only thing I wish I would have did different is got out in the world and found me somebody to share with. It was lonely on the top. Depending on how you got there. Shit. A gift. And imprisoned. So, what do we got going on here with what's the false person? Somebody gonna try to pretend to be somebody else. Or like collect something. Like collect something in somebody else's name. Something, it's like sudden wealth here, but it was gifted to somebody. And this false person is going to try to take it, but then they're going to find themselves, you're going to jail. They're going to be locked up. I don't know whether that's physically or spiritually, but they're going to be under judgment. Tell me about this false person. Look at them. Trying to get away with the escaping card. They go and run and everything. Hell no. Cloudy judgment. Illusions, unbalanced, distorted. Hell no. Depth, value, importance, awareness. I don't know what that's about. Message of concern. I don't know what they steal. I mean, like, I don't know if you get it back and all that good shit. Sudden wealth. It seems like something valuable. Good. Hopefully it's in like the form of a house or a car or something you can get back. Because money, motherfuckers will spend that shit out that money. It be gone. Shit. You can't get no spent money back. You can sue them all you want, but if they broke, you ain't gonna get shit. I don't give a damn. That don't bother me, baby. I'm gonna get about 3 or 4 times that thumbs down. It ain't gonna matter. So, the message of concern with the twin flames, the hopeless, and the exhaustion. Then we got the wealthy man here with this divine masculine. So, is he receiving a message of concern? Either he's receiving it or he's getting it. See, yeah, that's what I feel like. He's receiving it. Because somebody's feeling like they feel deeply connected here. With shared feelings and reflection. But they feel like it's exhausting. They feel like it's exhausting and it's hopeless. A waste of time to keep continuing on. So that's the message that they seeing. And then the wealthy man comes in feeling like withdrawn. He feels like he needs to confess something for a second chance. Tell me about escaping and cloudy judgment with the depth. Illusions. There's an illusion here with the false person narrative. Somebody could be living through an illusion, which is really making them not who they are, but who they feel like they need to live up to be. Somebody's not standing in their truth because of a way that it's going to look or appear. But the Hermit is about deep reflection and going within because the Seven of Swords says, this ain't your life. Stop trying to steal it. I'm sorry. I don't know. That could be somebody like really wanting to be you real bad. So they're trying to take your identity. Or this is somebody who really is not standing in the truth and how they truly feel because they too afraid how it's going to look to other motherfuckers. Who give a fuck? I don't. So it's something that's going to be changing or coming to an end here with this illusion as this Hermit energy approaches. Forcing you to go within and reflect on what you really feel on the inside and stop fucking with the surface. Your mama's mentally weak. That's who's mentally weak. She had to be. Look who she gave birth to. Look at you at your grown ass age in somebody else's comments. That fucking bothered. My mama didn't give birth to that energy. Weak-minded though. But hey, you got your own opinion and I got mine. Now, okay. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. I take that out. Look, I take this out there now, but I do apologize about it. So that's why I said the person names their self God, but then come and tell me, you can't do this. I am the one pretending to be God in the world. Like, I'm not pretending to be God. I'm just a little bit knowledgeable. I'm just a vessel. You could call me. It's always the most low vibrational people that want to attach themselves to God or something. But hey, good luck. Good, go ahead. I don't even refer to it as God. I call it the spirit because I feel like it's too much trickery. People be praising Jesus and God, and next thing you know, motherfuckers is completely, what do you call it? Oppressed. Like shackles, and nobody's even holding it. A fruitcake. Normally they use that for boys to try to call them gay, you know. But hey, carry on. Okay, so the twin flame, the hopeless, and the exhaustion. Somebody care, but they just like, damn. They feel like their hands are tied. The Seven of Swords, this is like more dishonest deception. And it's still the illusion because somebody's not standing in the truth. If you're living out an illusion, you're living in a lie, which is coming. That's why you're coming out as the false person. The Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. It's like, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to balance it. But when I get ready on my time, or I'm just, it's not, I don't know why. Why is the Knight of Pentacles? Let's see the energy behind that. Because he drags his feet. Because most times he's just trying to make sure that everything is everything before he roll up in there with his pentacles. But in other cases, I'm going to do it when I get ready ass motherfucker. So. The Lovers. The twin flame is Lovers too. Six of Wands, Three of Cups. Now I'm feeling like they're just going to do it. I'm going to fix it, but when I get ready. It's because they're busy, so to speak, but they're not. Because what they're busy on is the Three of Cups in the Five of Cups. That means somebody's focusing on the past instead of the brand new beginning. Three of Wands would be the future. New beginnings, but they're not focusing on that. Right now, they busy focusing on the past, so they got to get to it when they get ready. That's the energy that they're bringing to the table with it, and I don't like it. Neither do the person that they attached to, because they bagging out. They bowing out gracefully at this point. They done gave too much energy, too much time. Now they're getting defensive. Now they're standing their ground. Now their foot is going down. Seven of Wands. Six of Pentacles, because the give and take, this reciprocity is what it needs to be. I'll be vulnerable, you be vulnerable. I'll open up, you open up. I give, you give. I take, you take. It ain't gonna be no give. I'm giving and giving and giving, and you just taking, because now we creating imbalances around this thing. We can't be doing that. Or Seven of Wands, I'm gonna have to put my fucking foot down. King of Cups to the Chariot. Somebody's dealing with a Cancer. Mosey on down is what I heard. Somebody's dealing with a Scorpio. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Moseying on down. It's like you get a prize or something. Gift is underneath that. And it's giving me, what's that one game show? That one game show. What is it? The Price is Right? Come on down. That's what they tell the motherfucker. But mosey on down is some old school shit, ain't it? Alright. Well, the wealthy man here. That's what it's like. I don't give a damn about none of that shit you got going on. I don't care about your money. I don't care about your cars. I don't care about none of that if you're not going to treat me right. I've been through enough. You ain't going to buy me. That's somebody's giving that energy here. They get the fuck on and they do it quickly with this Eight of Wands. And they speak their mind. Nine of Wands. And they got this guarded ass energy about them. Because they're feeling wounded warriors. The Moon. The motherfuckers wondering what you doing. It's like you got your shit on private. You moving silently. And here they are scoping your ass out, tunnel vision, looking over there in your direction, trying to see what you hiding and what you ain't telling. Everything, motherfucker. Now they feeling like, well, I need to confess. I need to tell you this. I need to tell you that so I could try to get a second chance. Now somebody wants to stop focusing on the past and focus on what they see feels like fulfills their wishes. Now they ready to start over. 10 of Wands, they put the burdens down of a previous connection. So in the karma waters they go. King of Swords. This could be you, Gemini. It's like 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Moving from one terrible situation to something great. But maybe, because I feel like you shut it down and pushed it out. And now motherfucker got exhausted and tired of dealing with you, thinking that they everybody the fuck else. And now you're like, look, let me just confess something. And what you confess? My mind's telling me no. That's not what you tell this person, is it? But my body, my body's telling me yes. Hell no. This is like they feel something about you intuitively. 4 of Wands, a relationship, some commitment, a marriage, 8 of Cups, and you're walking away. You're walking away or already walked away, and now they're trying to give you some reward and recognition, but I feel like you knew this was coming. The High Priestess says they keep a secret, but the Page of Swords says you can already see it. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Somebody, excuse me, is selfish or has been. This is part of the confession. 8 of Cups could also be attached to them walking away from what's not serving them, and which is fear, which kept their ass from expressing whatever this is that they truly felt in the first place. Now the Ace of Swords got all the clarity to choosing openly to provide the clarity. Ace of Swords could be an earth sign. King of Pentacles could be Virgo with earth. But this is somebody who's been flighty or was previously flighty. To a water sign or to somebody who loved them. Somebody loves you, baby. And they know it. That's why they want a second chance to do the fuck right. But they was taking shit for granted the first time around. Doing shit when they get good and ready. Well, motherfucker, now you ain't got no good and ready because it ain't shit to do. Slate clean, motherfucker. Checkmate. Get the fuck off the board. That ass got beat. Shit or get off the pot. Like, I don't know. There's something happened to change their act or straighten their ass out. Now, Ace of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, to the Hangman, to the 5 of Wands. The ego death happened. Yep, it's for Gemini. Ego death. That's what Dark Night of the Soul and that Hangman energy to the 5 of Wands. And now they want to put that pride down and offer that solid opportunity. Now they want to have a second chance with this Emperor card. Now with you withdrawn, it's bringing in a different energy because it's like they're golden ticket or something. Fear don't matter as much when the ticket is gone. It's like the lottery don't matter if you lose the ticket. The fuck? Temperance. Sagittarius can be involved. The Emperor. Aries. More Sagittarius. The Emperor is like this could be some twin flame shit, but that's the boss. He calling the shots. He's supposed to, but he ain't always in that energy. But the Wheel of Fortune is coming in where there's some type of shifts taking place outside of people's control and healing with the Temperance. The more you heal, the more you see. The rose-colored glasses is releasing. That's what happens. And the illusion fades away. And now the reality is setting in your fucking face almost like a smack your ass. Like, whoa. That's exactly how it is. As soon as you come up out that illusion of shit and the rose-colored glasses are no longer there, then the perspective start to shift. And the way you used to see things and the way you see things now, boy, is it different. Now you can see what old boy was talking about. Now you can see what old girl was talking about. Back then, you used to argue about that shit. Now you understand. Experience. Somebody was lacking experience. But maybe they wasn't lacking experience. They just wasn't accepting the experience that they gained. Too busy looking back on the past instead of looking and seeing this is a lesson that you learned. This is what it was so that when you get to this situation, you could move differently. Somebody needed to repeat. Reverse, reverse. Slide to the left. Somebody had to reverse and go backwards and repeat that shit. And now we got the King of Wands, the King of Swords to the Knight of Swords. Now, whatever happened to your ass, you ready to get into alignment now. You ready to take that action. I'm staring at the man in the mirror. Okay, he changing his ways. That's what he doing, Michael Jackson style. Can't be mad at that. Tell him throw a little moonwalk in there while you at it. Tell me about gift. Ace of Wands. Look, okay. Passionate new beginning. Come on through. I got a surprise for you. That's what I heard. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is like harsh endings in most cases, but it's also a resolution. Something coming to a resolution. A problem being solved. It's just like getting into an accident and y'all can't come to an agreement, so y'all got to call the police and the police do it for y'all. It's like that. So it's like Ten of Swords. Agreement comes, it happened. Something happens, a solution is found, but it might not be the one that made you the happiest. So the Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, though. What is that Ten of Swords? The Page of Cups, Queen of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Ace of Cups. Somebody's done with the past. Whatever the Ten of Pentacles to the Ten of Swords is what hurt them. Or hurt you. Somebody got hurt by that past relationship. This was keeping them stagnated, caught up on that Three of Cups energy, looking at the past. Even if they still wasn't messing with their ex, they looking back at that pain that the ex gave them and bringing that energy to the forefront of where we at in the current energy and putting it out there. So it's like, you always got to remind the motherfucker, I ain't your ex, or I ain't none of the motherfuckers that you dealt with. And that's how you know that's the type of situation, because you got to tell the motherfucker, like, look, I know you got done fucked up, so have I, okay? But I ain't got shit to do with that. I ain't none of them people. Like, you got to constantly remind motherfuckers that. And which is not a problem, but I don't want to waste my breath. I can just shut on up if you ain't going to listen. It's all good. You can see it for yourself later on when I'm leaving. Now you want to ask me for a second chance. See, some people don't realize that you exactly who you say you are, and why? Because the world lied to them so much. They not used to getting told the truth. And when they finally getting told the truth, it look like a lie. And this is why you need your discernment. This is why you need that good old intuition, because you don't need to see shit. You just feel it and you know it's right. You know what I'm saying? That's what that good old intuition. This is why you got to keep your connection to the source open so you can feel it, right? Shit gets done better in faith and feeling, just knowing what's the right thing to do. You don't need to see, right? That shit don't work no way. It do, but it don't. But especially when you at the Two of Swords, it's a crossroad. You better use your intuition. The Two of Swords is not here, but this person could not see who you are because they was too busy focusing. Damn. See how the meditation start to tie in? They couldn't see who you are because they too busy focusing on the wrong shit. People who stroke their ego, and in some cases they probably was dealing with other people, or somebody who strokes their ego. But it's levels to the shit, like Meek Mill said, because people stroke your ego, but they only do it for beneficial reasons. Ain't nobody really wanting to be with you if they're stroking your ego and letting you feel like that. So think about it. If you're egotistically, you're not really opening up to me emotionally or giving me emotional security. And I'm not going to give a fuck about that if I'm only here for a good time and not a long time. But if I really want to secure and solidify some shit with you, I want emotional security. I want some vulnerability. See, people could just, all you got to do is like pay attention to character, but people don't do that. They be like, hell no, I'm scared. I'm not trying. I'm scared. Like, you could just pay attention to people and their character, right? You're not even with you, but just how they are in the world, how they show up in the world. That's how the person is. Just pay attention to their ass. Some people just do right because they done got a little bit of karma in their life, right? And they know better than to get out there, put some more shit in the universe that's going to bring them that shitty karma that they didn't like in the first place. So now they just out there doing the right thing, and not even when nobody's looking, right? You got those kind of people. You got motherfuckers that just can't wait to get away with some shit. As soon as everybody turn their back, they got a knife ready to stab you. It's like you got, it's characters and it's levels. So some people are who they say they are, and some people lie to look better than they really are. So you got to use your gut feeling on that. So the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Strength card, that's courageousness. So that's giving that they always wanted you. It was just they didn't got time to be turning out no bad relationship. People be giving into fear. But that's how the world be controlling people, with fear. Fear of religion, fear of this, fear of that, fear of this, fear of everything else. Fear of coronavirus. not funny. It's not funny. It's, you know what? Well, it's not funny. It's also say, you know what is funny, but not funny like comical funny. Funny like coincidental funny. It's funny that more people got the shot died than the people that didn't. Unless they was just older. They probably, you know, that virus probably could have fucked them up. But whatever. Let me mind my business. How come the Christians didn't just stay in the house and wait on Jesus like the Bible said? I'm gonna mind my business. Okay, imprisonment. We got the Star, we got the Queen of Wands, we got the Queen of Swords, and we got the Devil. Somebody say it's like giving scared of you. And people, when you everything that they want, they more scared of you than they are them players. The people that's gonna play, you could be like, yeah, this motherfucker, I know the anger is stay around. But when the motherfucker getting close, getting a little close, getting even closer, oh, get closer. And the motherfucker start getting hot. Like, wait a minute, scoot over a little bit. Like, just a little bit. Now, just a little bit. So, could be dealing with a Capricorn. Oh, man. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Don't gotta be. And then we got the Queen of Wands. We got the Star. We got Aquarius as well. Taurus. Relationships. Are you single? Somebody, look, somebody see your reckoning. That's you giving your flowers. They see your worth. They're like, let me get your reward and recognition. That's the confession. And then they try to find that Nine of Pentacles. Is you single? Because they eyeing you for a relationship. They trying to lock you up and tie you down, throw away the key. You stuck with me. Hell no. But that is somebody else is going under judgment still there for whatever toxicity they put out. But this is somebody else. They want to lock you up. Not on the physical, but it's like lock you down necessarily. I guess that's still they happen. Lockdown. It's still jail. Shit. Five of Swords and the Knight of Cups reversed. Somebody's not going to be. Somebody's in a poser. Somebody's a op. That's what they are. They're an op. They're somebody who is not to be trusted. It's like they're trying to come up against you in some way. And they are blocked. They're locked from you, like the gate. They don't have access to come on the property, on the premises. This is somebody who is forced to suppress their emotions or suppress however they feel and so, about something or for something. And that's their karma. That's their judgment. They can't say shit to you if they wanted to. This could be a friend. This could be somebody, 3 of Cups. This could be, yep, it's a friend that's out in the cold with the Magician. Virgo, Gemini energy. Somebody who had no loyalty. They can watch, but they can't say shit. Or they can say shit. They could be a fan, but I don't know, shit. They can't come on in as a friend. You can root for me, bitch, but you can't sit at the table. 9 of Pentacles. You better off on your own without energies like that. Play with it. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, Queen. Gemini woman. Somebody's going to be giving you your flowers. They're going to be receiving some messages from somebody who's going to let you know that you're this, you're that, you all that in a bag of chips. And they be up at night thinking about you losing sleep and shit. They want you to know that they didn't completed something with the world energies, completions. That's somebody going to come in and say, well, I wanted you to know that I started therapy. It's not funny, but that's how they let you know that they're doing the work. You see what I'm saying? Well, I stopped drinking. Oh, I went into rehab. They're going to get some type of healing that they need. That's the facts of it. And instead of people saying, can you give me another chance, or I changed, they say shit like, I'm going to rehab, or I did this and I did that. They making progress instead of running that mouth. Like, let me see, don't talk about it, be about it, let me see it. Like Usher said, the fuck is you talking about? Because I've been waiting all year long. You talk about what you gonna do for me. I know he ain't say year, but I threw year in there on my own. Shit, good for you. I'm proud. You want a cookie? No. I got some large ones here from the fresh market. They are delicious. They're butter tasting and love. I ain't giving you none of my damn cookies. No. Not unless we get the munchies together and I ain't smoking with you, so. Kidding. I'm kidding. I share, but hey, I could only share half. So I already had, you see the other pieces is gone. I had to share that with the rest. I got one cookie missing. I gave that to my son, and the other pieces is for my daughter. So I'm the last person to get the rest of the snacks, and baby, I'll be waiting around this time. Be in here like the Cookie Monster looking, Trying to make the least amount of noise with the package as possible. Because as soon as your kids hear something, they coming. I want some. Dang, you little broke best friend. So, sometimes it takes us a little longer to understand or wrap our mind around. So sometimes we're too busy leaning on our own understanding that we think we know it all. Sometimes the truth is underlying and you can't see it, but you got to be able to feel it. Because that truth be under there. Motherfuckers be laying on it or hiding in it. You got to, that your discernment will allow you to see it. Something, information, some type of underlying information, justice here. There's a justice going with judgment. Something's being made fair here. Somebody's getting exposed as their karma. Is somebody going to get exposed here? Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's going to want you to work with them. And you're going to feel at a crossroads. See that Two of Swords? That there is needing, you need to use your intuition. Which is why they purposely put the blindfold over her eyes in this card. Because she don't need to use her eyes or she's going to make the wrong choice. It's something to do with work. Or something you worked hard on. Something about your resources. Look, then my look, why my quarters falling down when I say something about your resources. It's my lip gloss too, but it's my quarters. 50 cents. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. $1 and a nickel. I mean, a dime and a nickel. Dang, look, that's so, use your intuition when it comes to that and your resources and something getting exposed. This could be somebody exposing to you that they need some help in some way. But see, that's why sitting in the justice card shows again. It's just like, make sure that they cards is good landing on the table. You see how the cards is being thrown down? Make sure they land on the table before you be helping motherfuckers. Because people be up for time. I just need to stay here for a couple days. And a month later, you still on my couch. No. Cards on the table now. Or no, I can't help. There's the lovers and the Ten of Cups. That's emotional fulfillment. That's emotional feeling good. Queen of Cups. It feels good. Yeah. Somebody's all in their feelings with the Queen of Cups. Could be a water sign here. Oh. Somebody, that's why I said somebody don't like this. Somebody didn't want you to end up with this person or this person to end up with you because somebody said when they hear it's good news that somebody getting into commitment, somebody getting engaged, somebody getting married. It's good news, but somebody is hurt by it. Somebody didn't want you to have this opportunity, or they wanted it for themselves. They wanted the long term, the long haul, but they just got down the hall instead. I know they be mad. You know how some motherfuckers be like, let me go watch Gemini's because I know that's the bitch you deal with. Sometimes I'm talking about like karmic energy. It's different when you be like, all right, a divine feminine is not going over there to check. I mean, you might go over there and see if it resonates or something. I did that before just to go see. Like, let me go check. Or I could check myself. Shit. Because this, the readings are so general on people's channels that you can't just, But I have done that. But, and then, when I first started watching tarot, that's what I would do. And then I'd be trying to figure out that I ain't no fucking karmic, am I? Later down the line, though, you get more signs and synchronicities. You get better at the shit that they teach you. And then you start to understand, like, okay, I get it. This is why people hate me. Because I'm the Empress. Look at that. Ain't that something how I got to that card right in that moment? I'm the Empress and nobody, motherfuckers, I just got a target on my back just for being the Empress. I didn't ask to be this shit. I didn't choose to be this shit because I'm an Empress. I got a target on my back. Everybody want to take shit from me. Everybody want to rob me. Everybody want this punk-ass Emperor that's not even about to be emotionally giving shit. Having, taking. I don't give a fuck. Like, y'all care about shit I don't give a fuck about. I care about doing the best I can, growing up, healing up, all of that good shit. That's what I care about because those are the ways to get to the healthy relationships. And everybody got time to be dragging your emotional baggage around this bitch. Do I look like the bag lady? Didn't you hear Erica? You gon' hurt your back. Dragging all those bags like that. She was talking about baggage, all that emotional damage she been through. I guess nobody ever told you that all you must hold on to is you, is you, is you. At this age, that song make fucking sense. Why? Because you'll go through all that heartache and pain trying to hold on to a motherfucker, right? When you get so far along in your life, the only person you don't want to lose is yourself. Let all these bitches go. They can all go. Get them all the fuck out of here. As long as I'm up in here with my peace, I'm chilling. That's what 30 start to look like. Up in 20s, you be ready. Let's ride. Let's go. Hey, you got a black car with tinted windows. You got any car that my nigga ain't seen in tinted windows. Cause we about to ride past his house. And if it's a bitch over there, we about to fuck her up. That's your 20s. In your 30s, you can let all you bitches can have them. Cause I'm not about to fight over. I'm not. No. My peace. Is my peace safe? And my peace is safe. I'm good. That's how it go. And after so many lessons, you realize don't nothing matter more than your peace. And a lot of times you do better off by yourself when you start letting the motherfucker in your life, especially when you one of them good lovers and givers. You be like letting them in, giving everything. And if they a taker, if they ain't giving back, now you leave this bitch empty. You was just stacked up. I mean, you probably wasn't the richest, but you had a little pal. You was doing good for yourself. You come letting motherfuckers in. Now you motherfucking taking a loss. Now you got the pal back up. Now it's this and that. Now you might have to take out a loan when you was doing fine before that motherfucker came along. Because everybody don't love like you love. And some people do have good, they do love you. But the way they love is fucked up and you don't want it. I'm sorry that I ever signed up for this shit. You be like, I'm sorry. This is not how I thought you was going to love me. I didn't have a fucking clue that your love was broken. Why didn't you mention this? I'd told you hell to the no in the beginning. Hell no. That's why healing's so important. Because you won't be, if you're not healing yourself, then you just got a bunch of trauma right here, right? And in order to have a good, successful relationship, you need to get here. And if trauma's blocking that, you can't access the deep parts of yourself. You won't be able to open up without, what's the word I'm looking for? Conditions, right? It'll always be, I'll love you as long as. Which is fine in some cases when you setting your boundaries, but you can't be a conditional lover and want unconditional love in return. You just can't. It just doesn't work like that. And you will have conditions if you can't go down and access them deeper parts of yourself. You won't be able to open up. You won't be able to, and it's simple. It's really simple. Just people make it hard. Opening up, being vulnerable. That's all that shit is. Being vulnerable is just, hey, we're going to talk about what the trauma. You can call it trauma bonding if you want to, but that's a part of being vulnerable and open up. Me talking about my past and what I've been through. You talk about your past and what you've been through. Those are key informations to let me know shit that hurt you already so I can stay away from it, or shit that hurt me so you can stay away from it, right? It's like your ex used to beat you the fuck up. Why would I come in here lifting my hand at you and shit like that? Why would I do that if I care about you? You see what I'm saying? So now that I know somebody used to put their hands on you, then I'm not going to do any type of aggressive movement around you or no type of aggressive actions at all, right? That's how you care. Right? That's how you open up, be vulnerable, get to know one another. But too big people get it twisted. They take your vulnerabilities and get mad and say, I'm going to whoop your ass like that nigga used to do. Like, shh, you try it. I better be a 4-5 to your motherfucking neck. Yeah. You don't want to talk about it now, do you? Yeah. I don't think so. You should see how he limping around these days. Look, you ain't say all that. I know. I told you what I wanted you to know. Look, you add shit to the story since a motherfucker want to try to throw your trauma back in your face. I'm going to make sure you limp like he do, knowing he ain't limping. But a motherfucker got you fucked up in that moment and you mad about it. So, you live and you learn. You got to be careful who you give your feelings, your emotions, and your heart to, because not everybody's going to be careful with you. Like Cardi B, she did that whole album telling Offset to be careful. And what'd he do? Still was reckless. Motherfucking, I need some lip gloss on. Motherfucking Tay Diggs, or who the fuck she dating now? The player. This is a good example before I go. The man she dating now, he probably got a little bit more money, but he's still the same whore. You see what I'm saying? A man will sit here and watch you get drugged on national TV. You get out here, you vent about. In this case, she didn't even have to be vulnerable. The whole world know what Cardi B been through. For you to come in my life and try to be with me, knowing everything I've been through, so you can add more trauma to that shit. No. That's the type. That's what I mean by being careful who you love. That man didn't give a fuck about who she been through. He gave a fuck about a little piece of the pie he was trying to get. He gave a fuck about getting a little bit of Cardi B's world. That's what he cared about. It was never about her. The intention was all about him. So you gotta make sure you get what you deserve out this motherfucker. A lot of it, girl. Somebody got 5 kids on the way. How? Are you going to take care of all of them? If you're taking care of them, that's one thing. But you going out here just making babies, planting seeds, being fruitful, and think shit's funny. You got a bunch of single baby mamas everywhere. That's not, it's not a flex. Look at that. Here we are again on that not a flex. That's the title. That's crazy. I know a man talking about, that's what he said. He had about 6 or 9 kids. And he's talking about, the Lord said be fruitful. And they think shit is funny. That's why it's a bunch of broken ass men. And that's why a bunch of the women ain't focused on them broken ass men. They in the gym working on them bodies, focusing on themselves and they peace that they got. Because every time they seem to trust or let a man in, they end up in a bad spot. Whole time when they stay by themselves, focus on their energy, they peace and they money, they got businesses on. Couple, 2 or 3, 4 businesses. And not that men don't, right? The healing ones do. And in fact, they gonna feel like they gotta stay away from most of these women because most of the women gonna be his downfall. It's gonna be the same. If you healing, you're not gonna see how a lot of these people in the world the same. You won't. You'll be trying to, them days you used to want to go party and sit around everybody, now you don't want to be bothered because some of them motherfuckers got bad energy and they making you tired every time you go sit around them. Like you to work a 16-hour shift and you know you ain't did shit but relax today because it's your off day. That's why you gotta, that's what I mean. Protect your energy. That's important for you. Okay? Something ain't a flex. So don't let no, especially to some of y'all that's feeling like what this woman or this man got that I don't, not a fuck ass thing. They just accept that broken ass energy. They accept that hurt, that broken ass love. They accept the Gemini or the cross watcher to not change themselves and not do better. That's the only reason that they getting chose right now. That's the only reason. Because you make a motherfucker change. You tell them, you got to fix yourself. No, I'm not accepting it. That's a problem. You got a problem. You always talking like they mama. Like, you know how people get. But all you want is the best for a motherfucker. And in return, that's going to bring the best for us, right? But them is not even, if you want to be technical, them ain't the yo mama types. Them is the ones that really give a fuck about you. The ones that stroke your ego, they just want something out of you. They want you to feel the best so you can just give it up, give it up, give it up. Those ones that want you to change and be better, those is the ones that they're going to tell you what you need to hear, right? When nobody else want to tell you. And everybody else want to take your side and say, oh, no, it ain't nothing wrong with it because they don't have the balls to tell you the truth like that woman do. She going to tell you the truth every time. And if you really notice, them is the type of women that men be in and out with when they're ready. Because until they do some healing, ain't no ready. Motherfuckers out here playing games with a bunch of different people. So protect your energy. Thank you. My robe is comfy. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Y'all protect y'all energy. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all in the next video.